It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Devin Duvernay.
And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The Cowboys, it's 7-3 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
12 yards there and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's brought down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Ravens 14, Cowboys nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Lamar Jackson sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play.
Hands it off out of the gun. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now they try the right side here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
From 13 yards out.
And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Cowboys nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they almost to a man told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. It's caught left side by Cooks. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So on fourth down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well, and let the opponent deal with that.
Here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league can support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football. Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
No, we changed it.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They go play action now. Jackson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen. And we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On play action, Prescott.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the 3 points there in CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, Carter, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put...
There he goes, left side. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Prescott. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Again, 11 on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They just get the play off. Now Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Switch it, hey, here we go, 47. Here we go, 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 50, 26.
Prescott yet again. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Prescott off play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all he can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
46.
Play action now. Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a 2nd and 10. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this scrambling offense.
The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
119 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4 but got 3. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's got the 1st down and more than that.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Next to score, Ravens 28, Cowboys 9. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Around 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Going to 53. We're going to 54. Why here? 26.
Now a running play here with Lamb.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
134 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Ravens 35, Cowboys 16. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to Pollard.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. In motion left goes a tight end. Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 17 yards out.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Kill.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 47 yards. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
16. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Cowboys. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
You change it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Hey, report.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by DeMarvin and Overshone. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, kill! 47. Good. Here go 46. 26.
One last shot now for Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for Baltimore, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.